Right everyone, welcome back to another F1 23 game news video. Today we're here for the official gameplay features deep dive that starts with this very weird stream. Very weird start to this. This is making my eyes water. I do apologise.
Welcome to F123's official Deep Dive Part 1 with a focus on new gameplay features, handling improvements, new circuits and more. F123 delivers a universal leap forward in gameplay with innovation to the vehicle physics engine for improvements to handling, low-speed traction and overall drivability.
So we already knew this as well, that it's trying to make it more accessible for the casual player with the pad. Anthony Davidson hasn't driven the current crop of F1 cars, I don't think. He's not raced in F1 for many years. So why are they asking him?
See what you feel, things you like, things you don't like. Felt like there's been quite a big change with it.
The balance between aerodynamic grip from the cars and mechanical grip from the tyres was fine-tuned to get it much closer to real life.
This looks like the chicane at Hungary. This looks like I don't remember this huge sausage curve being here. So that might be an update to Hungary. Monaco though, this looks the same. And the underfloor of the cars improved to make interaction with curbs and rumble strips more true to life. Well, you say that, but they tried to do that last year, and what was it, F1 2021 though? They introduced the realistic surface stuff, and you'd get those auto spin curbs. Notice the kick on top of the Alfa Romeo Halo, so that could be an example that we're not getting that dodgy betting sponsor in for Alfa Romeo. But obviously these are not the final car models. This is the new thing for the precision. So basically it allows you to test out, I think you test out each of the buttons, and then obviously I'm hoping that the game will then fine tune the stuff to make it accessible to your controller, because obviously there's loads of controllers out there. So ladies and gentlemen, new HUD as well. As previously stated, it looks very similar to real life. You've got the new FOM Star F1 race. I presume it's going to go F1 sprint. Notice you've got the sector colours here. Hopefully they actually line up. I still don't like having the position counter up here. I still think these should be the other way around, but I can't do anything about those. Your best lap time there. But yeah, that's obviously the penalties down here at the side. Yeah, I actually think it looks clean, I will admit. I'm not entirely sure I like the tyre, what they've done with the tyres here on this left hand side as well. Notice this is all new dash. If you sit in cockpit mode, you're going to have a new dashboard to play with. This is the new HUD that obviously we'll all be playing. So as per default, they've got this the talk to Mark option, and obviously you've got the options for the normal options, which I presume that has not changed, but we'll see if there has. And then you've got this nice new dash thing where you've got brake, accelerator, RPM, ERS, which actually I like this bit. Not so sure about this bit down here. I think it's could have been integrated better, but it looks nice. So this is USA, I think. Notice 25 laps, so this is a 35% race. Yes, red flags are back, ladies and gentlemen. It's only been 10, well, almost 10 years since the last time they were in. So you've got Delta, Catch safety car, do not exceed pace. Red flag. Race suspended, cars to line up in the pit lane. Okay, so we've got increase, just like with the safety car settings, we have got red flags as increased. So problems with this, because I have my safety car experience on increased, and it comes out for some things in F122 and other things in the completely random things that shouldn't be a safety car, and it does. So it's my experience of the safety car and the red flag scenario. You might find a red flag come out when you don't think it should have been. It should have just been a safety car. Obviously, if there's been a pile up, then there should have been a red flag. But and that will be one of the videos we will be trying out very soon. Effects license level. Notice this extra little one here as well, because remember, online, and even if you're on, I'm presuming this if you're offline, apparently this affects you. So I presume if you are cleaning your career mode, then you are going to be getting that, and obviously it puts you in the more clean you are in your career modes, the better chance you're going to get put in a cleaner lobby in when you go online. Imagine the carnage of red flags online. It's going to be it'll be 5 red lights and there's a red flag. That's what it's going to be like online. Obviously this is the player car here as well. Doesn't look like we've got too many. Let me just quickly, yeah, just taking a quick look at these liveries. Don't look great, do they? Again, we haven't got a livery editor, so we can't go and have a look. But yeah, these look not that great. I mean, this one's all right, I suppose. But as I say, I'm looking at these from this distance. Personally speaking, I suppose this one could be good. I suppose obviously the colour changes as well, but it depends what they fully look like. And, you know, you've got, look at this. Look, can you see? I hope my mouse is on screen for you. Can you see where this Quest logo? I think it's Quest. It's one of the fake sponsors. You know, if we had full-on sponsor placements, you'd be able to change that so it would. You'd be able to scale that so it fitted in the red. You know, but because you know you've chosen a red and then a yellow because that's the colours you want on your car, and then you've chosen a sponsor that you now have to choose a sponsor that fits in there. You can change the colours of the sponsor, perhaps to black, but it's not going to pop out on the red so much, you know. And also, the sponsor overlapping between two different colours looks nasty, you know. I mean, they wouldn't do it in real life, would they? So, confirmation, it's a countdown exercise. So you get a race strategy screen in your when you're in the red flag. Now I don't know what this. The fuel load's still locked, which is expected, but then you get. I don't know if that's what this Dutch staggered line is. I don't see that option to. It's not like change front wing, you know. That could be awkward, because if you can have it on the HUD, which is fine, but you've got to remember to set it, because obviously, as you know, in F122, if you know, depending on what track you are, if you chip off a little bit of your front wing at Monaco, you are in the mud in terms of strategy. So as you come in, you should, you know, I personally think in this race strategy screen, while you're stopped, there should be an option here to change front wing, you know, option. You know, I think they could do that. Maybe have the maybe, you know, as you load in, maybe give the option, you know, like you have excuse me, obviously you can make certain changes also to your setup. So if you decided, oh, it's a bit, I want to add a bit more front wing, for example, which you can do during the race, you can do it through the pit stop. That should also be available. Las Vegas. I'm looking forward to trying this out in the daytime to see what it is. Obviously, it's a daytime in here because obviously the race is actually at night. It's some ridiculous time which I won't actually be able to see Vegas because it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning and in bed asleep. But yeah, I'm interested to see what the racing's like anyway. Our first look at Vegas here. We've already saw this little bit here. This is obviously what it's going to look like in career mode for everyone at night time, but I presume in Grand Prix mode, excuse me, it's going to look, obviously you're going to have the option to set the day. Obviously, one of the most annoying things I find in Grand Prix mode, and also for career mode at Monaco, because obviously Monaco has that night race option as well, which I think is fantastic. I think it should have it all tracks actually, but obviously they've got the light as well. Now obviously one of the problems with this is that the lights stay on during the daytime and you wouldn't have them on. I mean, it's a waste of electricity. Also Qatar, is that one of the World Cup stadiums? I don't know. Welcome, Qatar as well as another one, purpose-built track. Not sure. The curbs, I think, are going to be a nightmare around here. I really am worried that they're going to be a lot of auto spinala curbs. So this is nice. They've actually done a proper 3D model here. So this is satellite. For those who don't know, this is satellite viewing. Now, and this is a laser scan, ladies and gentlemen. They've laser scanned. They've basically pointed the laser. For those of you not familiar with laser scanning, basically you put a laser at a particular point, and it goes and pings as well. Obviously, I can't see where they're seeing, but I presume you can take multiple points around the track and pin them together. So, at the time that they were there, it's accurate. Now, whether they were there before or after they made, any resurfacing or anything like that, I don't know. I'm hoping they went there recently and have done this because, we've complained about that in the past, they have the models they've been using to capture tracks are not that great, which is why a lot of tracks are actually still very out of date. Singapore, Belgium, even like Baku as well, they're all needing of a big change. So they've also used reference photos. So what they've done is that they've got their laser scan to make it accurate, and then they've also sent somebody out there with a camera to photograph, and then obviously they've matched the two together. They've used aerial imagery and CAD. So what they've done is they've laser scanned Las Vegas and then used aerial photography with image height data on Qatar. So Las Vegas will be pretty accurate. Qatar, not so much, because you're taking, obviously it depends on the height of the satellite and whatnot, and this is just a bog standard atlas. They've not actually bought this from Lance. There's basically the USGS, United States Geological Service, has a thing called Landsat, which basically it circles the globe and takes high detailed imagery. I don't know if they've ever been, obviously they've got only one satellite up there for the whole world, but it does go round and round and round every now and again as well. I'm hoping that, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, be prepared though for some inaccuracies in Qatar. yes, you'll be able to race at some Portimao, France and China from launch. This is China. As far as I'm concerned, they've just changed F1 the 2 here to a 3. The next one is the 19th of May, the next deep dive. That will see Breaking Point 2 and F1 World. So make sure you stay tuned to see that. Well, I'll leave a link in the comments below, because there is an article which pretty much shows you pretty much what you've seen in this trailer. There's not too much changed in that article between this and the trailer. It's just got images instead of pictures, basically. As well, so yes, that's where I'm going to leave it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. See plenty more F123 game news. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.